Hi, Milena. Thank you very much for coming. No need much to introduce you because everybody knows you, like the grand dame of tango. And I'm so happy and lucky to call you a friend and that you come here to have this interview with me. I'm very, very thankful. So you started your professional career more or less like 30, 32 years ago, and you are already so many years on top of the tango league, which is not usual for grandmasters or for anybody in general. My question is today, what is your secret to stay always focused and always determined in your work?
Yes, I don't know if I have a secret or a strategy. What I can say is all the time I need to be enthusiastic with something. So the first 13 years were with Miguel Ángel Soto, first with the show Tango Argentino and then with Tango por Dos. So it was a progressive path that we built together, and these are the base of my career in tango. But then when I stopped dancing and working with Miguel Soto, first of all I had to stop and just let everything let cool down because it was too strong. And then when I found another dancer, Ezequiel Farfaro, I felt that I wanted to do something absolutely different with him because tango, it's important that you build your own style, and each couple, it's very important that each couple has to build their personal style. So I'm not scared of about starting again and again and again and again. And for example, when I dance with a new partner, mm, the first thing I say is, what do you like to dance? Because the man is leading, so has the creative part. So what do you like to dance? Which is the music you like the most? The music you are more, you really like and is fun for you, because this is for me important, and I will join to your joy. I will work with that joy. So that for me, this is tango. Tango is alive. Tango is present moment. Tango is new all the time, and I think that is the secret. To be creative all the time, to start things, to try different things, to also take elements from other dances or other arts. For me also is very important, because also it gives me a lot of different moods and material to keep growing with my art.
The next question which I have is, as a famous Argentine tango master or maestra from Buenos Aires, what is most relevant for you to transmit to us foreign tangueros when we come to Buenos Aires?
First of all, what is really important is that what I tell you is that you will come to experience the real taste of tango. So the idea is to be very open, very perceptive, to look a lot what is happening inside the milonga, and of course talk to other dancers that will talk to you about the codes, about the habits, about certain things that happen in the milonga. Of course, this information is good for you. Be very patient. Very patient, because many times people complain that they come to Argentina and they cannot dance because the men don't invite them and the women don't accept their invitation. So be patient, because you have to get into a new world. Knowing steps is not enough to come to Buenos Aires and get into a milonga. You have to You have to be open to perceive and incorporate other information that has to do with the tradition, with the authentic dance, the milongueros. Um, and also it has to do a lot with the music, for example, the milongueros, all milongueros that unfortunately we have really few now. For example, they didn't dance all the tandas. They choose what they like to dance. And for example, each dancer, each milonguero, maybe is good for Troilo and it's not good for Pugliese, and enjoys D'Arienzo but doesn't enjoy, I don't know, Salgan. So it's important that you dance what you like and you try to make a research with the music, because it's important that you can make know the difference between these orchestras and how you will recreate your dance with different orchestras. So it's not only knowing steps.
Yeah.
And of course, I will always talk a lot about embrace, the connection, feel the other person, work on your personal technique, and as soon as you improve your technique, then you are more prepared to dance with another person. Go back to the basics all the time. Go back to the basics, simple things. There are always things to learn.
Yeah.
I still learn things after 32 years because this tango is so personal that all the time there is people appearing with new mechanisms,
Yes.
new ideas. So you have to be open. And I don't know why, but I travel a lot, and I don't know why tango in Buenos Aires is different. And sometimes it's difficult to explain why it's different.
Yes.
But it's different. There is some air that is different. And one of the things that we talk a lot with our colleagues, everywhere we go, when we travel and we teach and we dance, whatever, besides Buenos Aires, you see like different groups, academies or milongas or groups of dancers, very close, and they compete each other. There's a lot of competition between organizers and between teachers. I don't know why in Buenos Aires doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because you find so many teachers, so many milongas. Each night you have maybe 10 options or more. Different styles, different music, different atmosphere, more for young people, more for older people, more formal, more alternative. So
I think it's smaller, the community, and more competition.
yes.
So if it's really big, then
Yes, because, but besides that, it's a big community, and you find a lot of different groups of styles, whatever. There is more solidarity. When somebody does a new show, other people come and go and share this experience. And if there is a festival that with some organizer, other people they go, and it's different.
it's different, no?
Yeah. So that's something that I like to point, because I would like that the people really be more open.
Yeah.
More not
Maybe
so.
we can learn that from, or take that from Buenos Aires.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The last question. May we know your future projects or your ideas, your dreams you have for the next 5 years?
Okay. Right now, I'm starting to experience with video and photography. So I want to keep studying, because I need to study more video editing, filming, post-production for video and for photography. Because I would like to do also documentaries myself with other dancers that I like a lot. And then in relation to the dance, now I have the idea that something about the roles um, must change. Sometimes we see a lot of women doing the men's part or opposite, but I don't think it's that. I don't say in that sense that the women have to learn the men's and yeah, I think it's very useful because, for example, if I'm leading, if I'm a woman and I learn how to lead, in some way I will lead something, a movement that I know how is that movement, and I know where to bring the follower because I experienced that role. So this is very useful for the leaders and opposite.
Yeah.
So this is a good exercise. But besides that, I feel, because dance is making an evolution all the time, sometimes they talk a lot about machismo, no? This part of the role of the men that sometimes is
it needs also, right? Tango needs a little bit of machismo.
No, it need no machismo. Tango needs a strong and clear action, but careful from the leader.
Yeah.
Don't abuse of that powerful role because it's very powerful.
Yes.
So it has to be very careful with the follower. But at the same time, I think that I think that the dance in the future will continue changing, and maybe not changing men to the woman, but from the same roles, from my woman role, and men, maybe experience different mechanisms.
So also the men understand different things in the women's role. And
See. I think that there is something that
for better understanding.
Yes. For to be more, in some way, equal in the amount of energy, or equal in this dialogue, because it's a dialogue.
Yes.
The man leads a movement to me, but the way I respond is my way. Each woman will respond maybe differently. So the way I respond, I am giving back something to him, and so he will do something with this. So it's back and forth. So I have the idea to keep maybe analyzing and trying things with dancers. And then in relation to performances, I like, now I have the idea to maybe not to do bigger shows, but to do like smaller things, no? More intimate performances. This also is also related with the videos and the photographies.
Like in small theaters.
Small theaters, or sometimes it's a performance that you do in an unusual space, maybe in an art gallery. I don't know. Yes, I don't have the will in this moment to do like big shows. Of course, if somebody proposed me, I will analyze. But my desire is to do maybe smaller things, and also, as I said before, open a little bit to other arts, no?
So I mean,
interacting with other arts.
That's nice to hear that.
Thank you.
Milena, do you have anything else you would like to propose to us, or maybe an idea, or to us foreign dancers? I always speak in relation to us foreign dancers because I want to be a little bit like a connection between
Sí.
the two worlds of tango.
Mhm.
If you have already expressed many things
Sí.
when the people come to Buenos Aires. What maybe you want to say something else?
Mhm. Well, I'm always very grateful to foreigners and to other countries because it's because of what happened in Paris in '83 and Broadway in '85 with the success of Tango Argentino. Is because we are now experiencing this big movement of the tango in the whole world. So I'm always very thankful because tango in this more than 100 years that started is always like going back and forth from Paris and going back and forth to Buenos Aires and then New York or Japan. So I guess there is something that is a little bit universal because it keeps growing, and I think it is because of the embrace. People needs this embrace, this contact, feel another person, and especially because we have this addiction with the cell phones, and so for tango you cannot dance by internet, so you have to go to a milonga, embrace somebody, and see and feel, really feel. So I guess this is the big success of tango, this connection. So again, I will say, be very patient, keep studying. It's not easy. It's not that you learn 3 steps and you can go to a milonga. It's very refined. It's very you have lots of details and many things you have to work. I still learn. I still practice because I want to really be very comfortable with my instrument, and also I want to give this knowledge to the leader when I dance. You are giving what you are and what you do. You are giving it to your dancer, and also the opposite. So keep studying. Be very deep. Go deep and profound because it's spiritual. It's very deep. It's a dance of the soul, of the heart, of love.
Yes. Very nice words. I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Maestra.
Gracias. Muchas
Next
gracias.
time.
Gracias.